What? Huh?
So, riding season started a little bit late this year, which means Sarah and I have a little bit of catching up to do before the season opening race that's just 10 days out. And yeah, Sarah decided to try racing an Enduro. Even though she's pretty nervous since she's still new to biking, it may or may not have been a suggestion on my part, but she's totally excited to do it.
Did it.
Next thingy.
The race is just a one-day Enduro called Hubapalooza, and it's held on Beacon Hill in Spokane, Washington. Right now, Beacon is really the only rideable area since there's still snow up high, so we'll probably be just smashing these trails for the next couple weeks. Since the race course was announced, we've been doing some scouting, especially to see what Sarah is up against doing the beginner's class. But since the course hasn't been taped off yet, there's a decent amount of confusion on our part.
Man, if they're thinking beginners are gonna do that, that's...
Yeah, you don't send beginners down double blacks. Don't do that. I'm coming back up. I'm double checking my trail forks.
After a couple confusing midweek rides, it's finally open practice day for the race, which means all the stages have been taped off. Now we can finally see what exactly we'll be racing on. There's one particular drop on the course that Sarah was dead set on clearing, so that's where we started our day.
I was stopping right here. No, I want to not be scared.
Okay.
I'm like, don't be dumb. Don't follow too close. Let's practice like we would as if this was the race.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's a lot scarier.
Do you want to try and do it? That's up to you.
No, because there's a bunch of dudes coming.
All right. Bunch of dudes.
I feel like if I just sit back far enough, I'll be okay.
On that?
Yeah.
You're dead set on that, huh?
I just, if I can do it, then
Will you feel better about the whole day? I'm serious. It's an honest question. If you do that drop, are you going to feel better about the whole day?
probably.
Probably. Well, maybe we should work on it.
If I fall, I fall. It's not big enough that I can hurt myself. I'm like, don't be dumb.
Just roll up to it until you're ready to do it.
Like you. I'm just gonna do it a couple times. Midsummer goal.
Well, your best line is going to be come down on this side because this is a drop. You don't want to hit that. You don't want to hit here because you got this knob going straight down.
I want to go right there through
So,
that bush.
da-da-da.
This is so small.
In comparison to other things, but for you, no.
I'm gonna do it, and if I fall, then you have to tell me that you love me and that it's okay, and I'm not a shitty mountain biker. Okay? Are you nervous?
A little bit. But you should be fine. Just don't panic brake.
I'm not gonna panic brake. Looks sketchy. It's not that sketchy. It's kind of sketchy. Jim, you're buying me 29er.
You okay?
Keep going.
You did it. How'd that feel?
I was like, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Don't touch your front brake. No.
Hey, you did it.
Onward. Oh, my heart is gonna come out
Yeah.
of my mouth.
So there's another section down on the first stage I wanted to check out. There are two different line choices that you can make here, and one is easier than the other. But the harder one is about a minute faster, so I definitely want to take this chute down the more difficult
Ooh,
line.
that's a shoot.
Are you gonna do the hard way?
Yeah. I'll meet you somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
there's where we just came down. Fun little shoot. Let's see if I can't roll this. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to hug right down there. Come up over here, come down, up and over, roll, and then maybe just roll off and in. See if I can't link that up. And then I guess just plow through that shit down there. Oh, nope. This is freaking wonky. If I don't hurry up, Sarah's gonna think I'm dead. Way high. He's just gotta commit, man. Oh, but then I get to here. Woo. Damn, dude. This is a gnarly section. Take the safe way.
I never did completely clean this section, so I've added that to my to-dos for the year. This should be good enough to cut some time off this stage, though.
So this here. Run down this, because this is stupid. Yeah, I was wondering where you went. I went to meet you where I said we would meet.
Oh, I met you. I went past because I didn't know where it dropped out.
That's not gonna work.
I was like, oh God, he's dead.
All right. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Itchy. I think I have another mosquito bite.
Damn it.
So that's fun.
All right. We'll aloe you and all that fun jazz. Yeah.
We had a really solid day of practice though for the race. Sarah was feeling a lot better about the weekend, and so was I, really. Right at the end of our day, we ended up randomly running into my buddy Matt from Privateer Racing Solutions.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice. Good. You see what I picked up?
Oh, an e-bike. Is it
I
your?
went to the towers and did 5 downhill laps on it.
That's awesome.
He was a vendor at the race weekend, so as always, he was throwing out some free swag and throwing back a few beers. Be sure to check back next week to see how Sarah and I do at this weekend's race. I really hope Sarah has as much fun as I do participating in events. But what about you guys? Do you like competing? Or would you rather just mess around on the trails with your buddies and not bother with the stress of competition? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, keep the rubber side down.